Is it working? I gotta make sure that this will get me too.
Do you have it on?
Yeah. Okay, are we live? It says that we're live. So, hello everyone. Oh my goodness, getting a couple likes already. Hello, hello. I'm here today with Tazawa Tanks, Stormy Mist. Hello.
Hey everyone. Is the camera on you or on me?
It's on you.
Okay.
Hello, Justin Shepherd. Hello. Anyway, this is an update on the classroom tank. Thanks, Lizzie, for letting us know that we are good. Got the lights and everything set up. Gonna change the link on Facebook. Thank you, Nisi, so much. Stormy in the house. Hello, guys. Can you see that? Can you see the chat okay?
No.
No?
Should I refresh it?
Huh, the chat's not working? Okay, let's try and get this working. It is weird. Oh, I know why. It's on the wrong link.
Uh-huh.
Okay, hold on. Let's go back to my channel. Let's see. So we'll just wait for everybody to come in on the super impromptu live stream. We're gonna stop before, definitely stop before Bob starts. Yeah. Hold on. Why isn't this? Okay. Let's make sure that we get the chat over here so that we can all see what everybody is doing. Huh. Okay. I'm having trouble finding my own chat, which is sad. But hold on. It's definitely hold on my channel. Let's try. Aha! There it is. Okay.
All right.
Now I see myself. Simply Betta says you're quite full.
Oh gosh, that's why I have the my logo.
That's awesome. You're just like your fish. The fish tank is looking awesome. Hello, Giuseppe. Hopefully I'm saying that correctly. Can you read that?
Yeah, I can see him. Yep.
Yeah?
Yep.
Okay, awesome. So yeah, there's an awesome live streaming thing going on, but we just wanted to like jump on, say hello.
Say hey. It's my first live stream.
It's Senzo's first live stream.
Popping the cherry.
Oh my god. Act cool.
Yes, yes, yes.
And another first. What just happened on your channel?
Yeah, actually, I just hit 1,000 subscribers. Actually, when I was here in the classroom. So I checked earlier, it was $9.99, and I checked again, it was 1,002 or something like that. So yeah, it's a big milestone. It's actually something I set as a goal for myself for 2018, and it just happened this summer. So
wow.
Yeah,
the first 1,000 is so hard. Like, man, that's so cool. Yeah, and then you have like a lot of big developments happening too.
Yeah, right? They've got some. Well, I got a big boost when Corey and Jimmy came over when they were down visiting, and so that helped a lot. And then I'm doing some stuff. I've got a video coming out with Jay Wilson soon, mostly like African cichlid stuff, and I'm going to the aquatic experience in a couple months. I'm doing a big giveaway this week, so if you're not a subscriber, go to my channel, and I've got a video coming out on Wednesday, so there's a chance to win a little tank and some stuff. So
that's so great. So yay, congrats.
Thanks. Thank you.
Oh wait, here, let's see. So P.A. Parker says, congrats, you know how skydivers celebrate first, you buy beer, a case for us. Do it. We are at a high school.
Yeah, no beverages here.
I know. Sure. I locked the door, so you know. Right on. Congrats, 1K. Thank you, Simply Betta. Oh, Giuseppe's about to start breeding bettas again. So anyway, Zenzo Tazawa Tanks is the one that donated this tank. So that's why he's here today to check it out. So tank is looking really nice. The tank is looking really nice. So let's have a closer look. Okay. So let's see. We got a bunch of sorry. We got a bunch of Elodia. I have your super cool gimbal, okay? But we got a bunch of Elodia. Check out all the plants that we got. And there's actually some fish back there. So we got white clouds. I went to the BAKA meeting. They're still shy because I just put them in. But we have some Vietnamese white clouds, a bunch of ram's horn snails down here at the bottom. Okay, so we'll see how that goes. And a bunch of Elodia at the top. but it looks nice. White clouds for the win. Yeah. So we're going to, as we wait for a few more people to show up, we can go over to the shrimp tank too. I'm just gonna look at the shrimp tank. If you see anything, just let me know. So here is the shrimp tank. One of the shrimps is pregnant, and the kids like check her out every day. She has gotten very secretive, but she is back there somewhere. But this tank has gotten really, really crowded. So thank you, Downtown Fins. Yeah, super excited about this. And then we have some carnivorous plant action going too. So here is a brand new pitcher. Okay, and hopefully the pictures just keep getting bigger and bigger. Thank you, Gina Tucker. Yeah, it's fun. The classroom is coming together. So I'm gonna get some big planters over here so that the kids can keep growing their pea plants. So some of these are getting quite large. And some of the radishes are too. And so the students will be able to grow out their plants. But anyway, again, let's come back over here. So, fish tanks, peas, classrooms, amazing. Yeah, it's awesome. But there's going to be more pets. Do you want to talk about that, maybe?
No, you should talk about that.
We'll see?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, they know about the skink, right?
Yeah, they do.
Yeah.
So the skink, I have not formally introduced her yet, but she is coming into the classroom soon. And she's going to be back here where I'm using for storage right now. But that whole table is going to be for the baby blue-tongue skink. So that's going to be awesome. But let's talk about this tank a little bit. So what does the argonite do again?
Aragonite?
The aragonite.
Yeah. So basically the aragonite, and it's very common with keeping like cichlids and things like that, African cichlids that need like a harder water and a higher pH. It basically is like a buffer. Mm-hmm. So when you have snails and you want to make sure that there's plenty of enough hardness and dissolved solids for them to keep their shells hard.
Yeah, so I added some because, well, you told me about it, so I was like, well, I'm going to be putting snails in here. How many gallons, Giuseppe? It is 20 gallons, so it's a 20-gallon tank.
20 long.
20 long, yes. There's 20 talls and 20 long. Oh, and you see, thank you, yeah. It's fun to teach. Yeah, I try and have as many live things in here as I can. But, look, there's one brave white cloud. So I've never kept white clouds before. How do I tell them apart? Like, do you know how to tell male and female apart?
I don't. And it's funny is I just got some myself like maybe 2 or 3 months ago, and they're already spawning, and I've got a bunch of white cloud fry now. And I thought it was the first time I kept white clouds until I was looking through some old photos and saw one of my tanks from like 15, 16 years ago that had white clouds in it.
So you had white clouds and you didn't even know?
I forgot I had white clouds because it was back at like 2002 or something. So
that's awesome. Yeah, I've never kept white clouds. I don't even keep, I've never kept minnows or goldfish or carp or anything like that. Well, carp are different. Yeah. So people are saying females are rounder and males flash their fins and have white on the edges. So I think that one must be a male.
That one might be a male with coloration.
I'm trying to
It's hard, right.
Yeah, so I don't want to scare them. But I suppose this is a male right here in the front. And then hopefully that's a female over in the corner there.
And then the fry, when you get fry, they have like a little bit of blue in them almost.
Blue?
So they almost look like microscopic neons. Because you see the red and they have like a little, it's almost like a silver blue. And then it changes as they get bigger. Because if you look at kind of like their stripe, you can see like a shimmer of like silver and iridescent colors.
Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. What plants would you suggest for a first-time planted tank? What do you suggest? Probably the plants that are in here,
well,
right?
It depends
a lot of these?
It depends on light. So are you going to do like a low-tech tank, or are you going to do high-tech with CO2 and high lighting? But some of the easiest stuff obviously would be like Anubias and Java fern. A lot of mosses are very easy.
Yeah, a lot of the plants in here would be good. So we have an Anubias right here. Okay. This banana plant, I've never kept it before, but it's cool looking.
Super cool.
All these plants came from the low light plant package from Aquarium Co-op.
Right.
So we have Sagittarius up here,
Dwarf Sag, yeah.
melon sword. What is this? Hygrophila deformis, I think, like the weird, this.
What's the octopus one called again?
Oh, it's like the octopus plant.
Yeah.
Crypt parva. I would love crypt parva in here, so I might get some. I have some at home in my home tank. It came in another low light package. Java fern. So this is a type of Java fern. Hey, look, they're getting more friendly. And then this is a red tiger lotus, which I think needs more help. It's not as happy as the ones I have at home. So, but anyway, yeah, what else? I just recently kind of got into planted tanks, and some of your tanks are beautiful, so.
Thanks.
Yours.
Yeah, but I don't really have a lot of planted tanks, really. I had a 65-gallon tank that was a planted tank.
Yeah.
And I went and did the whole dirt substrate thing, so.
Yeah.
I don't know if you've ever played with that before,
Never.
but it's supposed to be really good, and it's just really messy. So basically you take like an organic topsoil, and then you do a layer on the very bottom of the tank, and then you put a cap of sand on top, so that the sand traps the soil, and then you can plant your plants directly into the soil, so they get all the nutrients from the soil. Then obviously when there's fish waste and stuff, the detritus just kind of adds to it.
Yeah.
So the plants did really well. It was like phenomenal, where they just like took off. It was like super heavily planted. But anytime you do any kind of movement in the tank, if you have to move any decor or anything like that, then the dirt kind of gets loose, and so it clogs filters, and it's a lot of maintenance.
Yeah.
Unless you had a tank to where you weren't gonna like stick your hands in there if you didn't have like fish that were rooting stuff around. Because I think I had like a dozen corridors in there, so they would kind of like sift through the sand, and then the dirt would come loose.
So the layers would become like muddled up.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Huh.
And then when I took it apart, it was a mess. I mean, imagine. Right.
Like mud, right?
It was mud. Yeah.
It was just plain mud.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, here, let's see what we got. So, some suggestions, crypt parva. Why does no one talk about it? Lizzie, I guess it's just kind of an interesting...
With crypts?
The crypt parva in particular.
I haven't kept that one before.
Like, I only started keeping it because it was in the low-tech package.
Right.
Which is why I like the low-tech packages, because you don't know what's going to be in there.
For the most part, crypts do well in low lights.
I've seen some beautiful tanks.
I think you just have to be patient, because you get a lot of melting in the beginning.
Yeah.
So I think that discourages people when you get the plants and you put them in, and then it looks terrible.
Yeah.
The leaves all melt off. So, but once they come back, they look really good. Yeah.
Yeah, I love crypt tanks. Like, I think one of the most beautiful tanks I ever saw was like a spotlighting with the crypts.
Right.
You know, so it was like super black. It was painted black on all the sides.
And then you get like the reds and.
Yeah, it was like tons of bronze lenti was what was in there, and so it had the spotlight, and then just the fish would go in and out of the light and in and out of the plants. It was the coolest tank ever.
It's almost like a natural looking biotope where the sunlight would shine through the trees.
Exactly, like dappling through that. I forget, there's a particular word for that, but I can't remember what it's
There's
called.
Actually, this is kind of off topic of planted tanks, but in Hawaii at the public aquarium in Honolulu, they have all their reef tanks lit by the sunlight. And so, like, you're walking by a tank and the sun's coming down, and it's amazing because it's not like where the whole tank is lit. There's only like certain like funnel of light that comes down, and so you'll see like a fish swim, and then all of a sudden it hits a light. It just like explodes in like brilliant colors. It's really neat.
That is cool.
Yeah, actually, I have a video on my channel that I took of the aquarium. So
actually, I think I saw.
Yeah, the one with the Asian arowana one was because they have a Asian arowana in captivity there. So.
How did?
They confiscated it. Department of I guess the Department of Agriculture and Fish and Game or something.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of fish and animals that get smuggled into Hawaii because it's close to Asia, and they try to get it there, and obviously they're illegal.
Yeah.
So they confiscated it, and it's beautiful. It was like, good 2 feet, brilliant red, with some freshwater stingrays, which were also illegal. neat tank.
Wow.
Yeah.
That is neat. Yeah, have you read, there was that book on arowana? Have you?
I haven't, but I
The
know
Dragon
what you're talking.
Behind the Glass?
Yes, yes.
So I read that.
Yeah,
and,
is it good?
Yeah, it was pretty good. I felt like the beginning was really negative, like
about why they're
just
illegal,
a little
or?
bit about negative about keepers in general,
Okay.
but eventually, like, it turned into a really good book. So, let's see. So they stopped selling it at My Petco. Maybe they're talking about Crips.
Okay.
Let's see. So, what's both of your favorite planted fish tank plants?
Well, I guess it depends on what I would keep. If I could do it all over again, I would do like a tall tank with like some really tall jungle valve.
Oh, some of those get huge.
Yeah, and have like the jungle valve like kind of swooping up and over, to where you can have like fish swimming around and through. I think it would be like, I have like all these dream tanks in my mind. One of them would be a really large tank with Altum angels, and I think if you had like the jungle valve planted properly to where the Altums could kind of swim around and through, it looked really pretty, right?
Yeah, actually, I think there was a tank similar to that idea at Cal Academy. I don't know if it's still there, but it was there like 3 or 4 years ago. So I haven't been there in a while.
Field trip.
Yeah, like I am taking the kids.
I have to renew my membership because it just expired. But yeah.
I think I'm gonna be taking some of my kids there.
Yeah.
Organizing a field trip is like, oh god. Anyway.
30 high schoolers. It's easy, right?
30. It's not 30. It's like 90.
Because all the. Oh, that's right. Yeah.
I have 170 students. So anyway.
I don't volunteer for that.
We are going to Cal Academy at some point. So, here's a question for you from Simply Betta.
All right.
Okay, right here.
She follows me too.
Yeah.
What's the question? I can't read.
Oh, sorry. What fish has the most personality that could live in a 49-gallon? So, for those of you that don't know, like, you kind of specialize, right?
Yeah, so I like cichlids, African cichlids in particular, although I'm starting to fall in love with some of the New World cichlids, mostly because I have that Oscar that I'm caretaking for right now, but 49-gallon is, what's the footprint on it? Is that a 3-foot tank, I think? I don't know what
I don't keep anything larger than this is like my big tank. I mean,
49 gallons is pretty big. It depends on the footprint. If it were me, I'd probably do like a fun Tanganyikan tank I'm like the shell dwellers. For me are a lot of fun. 49 gallons is pretty big, so you could do like some shell dwellers and some Julies or some Cyprichromis or things like that. But the shell dwellers have a lot of personality. They're super easy to breed. They breed like guppies. I mean, they're that easy to breed. You can watch them squabble and build little territories. But I would say I like cichlids, so I think for me I would do a cichlid of some type, just depending on the footprint of the tank. So if it's a smaller footprint, you're limited. Okay. And then the larger the footprint, then the better.
So it could be the same volume, but the range.
3-foot tank. So basically, I'm guessing it's like a 40 breeder, but taller. And then you could do a lot. You could do like a small group of Mbuna, and I've done that before in a 40 breeder, and I have a 65, and that's the same footprint. You could do like a Tanganyikan tank. The Tanganyikan tank is really cool because those fish are so unique and they've evolved so differently. I think that you could have a lot of different types of fish and kind of find enjoyment in all of them. And so you could have like a colony of shell dwellers, and you could have like Cyprichromis swimming up top, and you could do like some Julies like in a pile of rocks, and so that's what I think I would do.
So it's a large enough tank to break it up into smaller.
Because all those fish are small. So the multis are like the smallest cichlid, and they get to be like 1 3/4 for the big males. And so you can have like a colony like in a 10-gallon. So if you have a little colony of that would be good. And then if you have like a little pile of rocks in the corner, you can have a few Julies. The Cyprichromis, they just swim back and forth at the top and kind of dart in and out. So I think that would be good.
That would be
That'd
a
be fun.
really cool looking
Yeah.
tank. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I went back and forth because when I went to pick up this tank.
Oh yeah.
Of course, a gourd, you gotta see it. Like go to you know.
So if you
oh my goodness.
so I have I think I have 18 tanks right now, and I just
that one tank.
But I have this one tank that's right in front of this green easy chair. And in fact, if you go to Jimmy of Aquarium Co-op, Corey sat down in that chair. He's like, "Oh, this is a good chair." But I have a tank, and it's a 60-gallon tank, so it's the same as like a 55, but just a little bit taller. And I made this custom rock background, and then it's just full of Shelleys and Cyprichromis, and it's you can just sit there and watch them for
And they're all
hours.
doing their little thing.
Yeah, they're all doing their little things, like a little city, like little
so cool.
Yeah.
Like when I went there to pick up this tank, at what was that? Like how long has this tank been up? Like
a couple months maybe.
Yeah.
You got it in mid-August, right?
I don't even remember how long has school been in. I don't even know how long school's been in session. But I somewhere around there, 4 weeks, 5 weeks. But I went over and saw that tank, and I really wanted it. So
you were actually thinking about doing Shelleys.
I was thinking about doing Shelleys for this tank, just because you go to that tank and you fed it,
right.
And then just this swarm.
It is.
Came up to the top.
I have so many, I don't even know how many I have. I would. If I were to guess, I would easily have over 100.
And it's a big tank and small fish, and it's just like this, this crazy, just manifestation.
And now I've got more growing downstairs in other tanks, so I've got like multiple colonies now. So we have another question.
Yeah. So fun answer. Oh, can't hear him talk.
Oh.
So maybe project a little bit more.
All right. I can sit closer.
Okay.
Or we could use my microphone next time.
Oh yeah, next time. See? Next time. Wait, hold on. Can you hear me? Can you hear just one of us? Can you hear what? Hold on. Can't hear him talk. Yep. Seems like it. You both need to come closer. Okay.
All right.
So let us. No.
Let's
move this.
All right. That makes it easier.
Here you both be using headphones. Okay. So let's still somehow get the tank. Okay.
All right.
So we can squeeze in. It's low. Okay. Yeah, I need to get. Oops. Nope. The thing is, there's lag, so it's like, where is it? Okay.
That's good. So, what was the question?
Okay. Is that better, Priscilla? Oh no, I need to go this way. Much better?
Good.
Okay.
There's another question from Downtown Fins. Is that a question for Shelleys trying to get them all from the same place? And that you have both, no, go back the other way. Both male and females. Okay. I don't know. I got mine from the same place, but I don't really know if that matters. Because what will happen is when you get Shelleys, even if you get them from multiple colonies, so like even now that I have different tanks, I can take them and put them in one tank, and they'll kind of create their own little colony again. So the males will kind of stake out a little territory, and they will try to kind of coerce the females to herd them into their little spot. But they can be vicious, but they're not vicious enough to kill each other. So
okay, so torn fins, maybe?
No,
not even that?
I don't even see torn fins because they can get away so quickly and get into the shells. I would say if you're getting, you do want to have a ratio of males to females if you're going to start a colony. So you don't want, if you start a colony with like 10 fish, you don't want 6 males. You better have like 3 and then 7 females. And then eventually, as they grow, you're going to end up with just everything. And they're not the easiest fish to sex because there's not, there's a little bit of dimorphism with size, but there isn't any like telltale as far as color or anything like that. So when they're young, it's hard to sex them.
Okay.
You can't really sex them until they're adults, and they're too small to vent or anything. So because they're like tiny.
Man, that's awesome. Yeah, I would love to have shell dwellers in this classroom. Like, I have countertops. So those desktop computers, okay, like I forget they're computers.
Do people use them?
Occasionally. Yeah. Occasionally I have a student that needs to use them, though we very rarely use them. So
Yeah,
Imagine
shelves
all
are
that
easy.
shelf space.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway,
Yeah,
that's my
You can
dream.
have tanks everywhere.
That's my dream. Okay.
How about for you? What would be your if you could do one thing at a 49?
I can't even imagine a tank that large.
3-foot tank?
I can't. I would put a skink in it. I would put a blue tongue skink in there. Hey Jimmy, thank you for coming by. Okay. Have to listen to the stream again after it's published. My internet is cutting in and out. Okay.
Hey Jimmy. You gotta get Jimmy up here actually. Jimmy just lives in San Jose.
Uh-huh.
So I want to go to his place because he has a koi pond in his backyard.
Oh, sweet! Oh my gosh!
Yeah. So I gotta do that.
Fun.
Yeah. So that'd be fun.
Yeah.
I gotta get him to come up here sometime too.
Shan is asking, is natural light the only light your aquarium gets? Oh, no worries if you just logged on. Yes. So I can put the blinds up and down. So I have two sets of blinds. I have blinds that kind of cut the glare. That what is it? Like it's like a shade. And then I have a heavy blind, which I have on it right now, so that the light, a blackout shade. And so I usually just have the 50% thing because when I had the 100% light getting in, this room was getting really, really hot. So, and then the tank was, the tank is, let's see, it's about 70.
About 70, yeah.
Yeah. And the tank seems to stay pretty stable, about 70 degrees. So.
Which is perfect for what you have, and I think the plants probably prefer it to be on the cooler side, is what I've been learning and hearing. And then obviously with the white clouds, they like a little cooler temperature.
Yeah.
So.
I mean, the priority for this tank is the Elodia and the snails, because the Elodia and the snails are what we need for our experiments.
Experiments, right?
Yeah. So I'm happy with it being 70. Have you ever kept Elodia before? Like, this is my first time.
I have not.
So
no.
I hear stories about it melting if it's too warm. So 70, I'm happy with 70. I'm not going to put a heater in here.
And it's thriving, so
yeah.
I would, whatever you're doing, it's working.
Yeah. And so for people just tuning in, let's take another look on it. So some people are just coming in, and we're going to be hopping off in about 5 minutes too. So yeah, this is the tank. It's growing in really nicely. It's just natural light, and I'm very happy with it. So, oh, there was a question. What are the kids doing with the tank? Okay, so right now, it's a holding tank for all the snails, all the ram's horn snails, okay, down here, and then all the Elodia. So the kids are actually going to be running photosynthesis experiments with the Elodia later on, they'll be designing their own experiments and changing different variables that could affect photosynthesis. We have some pretty expensive probes coming in that are measuring pH and dissolved oxygen and stuff like that, and the kids will be able to like change, for example, the color of light that they shine on the plants, or the distance from the light, or temperature, or something. And then they'll be using that to track photosynthesis in their experiments. And Elodia is great for that because it's a very quick growing plant. Photosynthesizes quite rapidly. The snails are going to be part of an enclosed ecosystem. The kids will be setting up their own little ecosystems with the Elodia and the snails in 2-liter bottles. And then they will be tracking ammonia production, so nutrient cycling, things like that, inside the 2-liter things. But other than that, it's great for questions. Kids come in and, you know, they want to see the plants growing every day. Every day someone asks to sit next to the tank. You know, it's just a really nice calming thing. And then the shrimp over there on my desk, one of the shrimp females is pregnant, and she has been on baby watch in my class. So everyone keeps looking. So glass boxes. Everyone wants to be in the class. Oh my gosh. Yeah, it's fun. We try and have fun. So, and the white clouds are a little bit friendlier now. So that's fun. So the red lotus, let's see. Probably love to hear that I'm getting some smaragdina. Awesome. Oh my goodness. Do you know what beta smaragdina is?
No.
I used to keep them. They're really, really beautiful bubble nesters. They have longer bodies than betta splendens. They look really long and snaky and cool, with really neat metallics and stuff, and a really cool like knife-like.
Are they more like
shape.
the wild type?
Yeah, they're wild bettas. Yeah, they're
so
wild
it's not
bettas.
Like the ones that we have that have been bred to.
Yeah.
3 inches long with 2
Well,
inches
no.
thick.
They're naturally a large fish.
Oh, okay.
Like they're naturally a big fish, but the body's big too.
Right.
So, and some places in Thailand actually fight them as well. So yeah, this is the tank. There's one white cloud that is not too happy. Swim bladder disorder.
It's in the back.
Do you see it in the back? Yeah. I just got these over the weekend at the BAKA, so the Bay Area Killifish Association meeting was super fun. Zenzo was supposed to go.
I was supposed to go. I was building my fish room, so I had to go to Home Depot.
Yeah. Let's talk about that really quick.
Yeah, we've got 4 minutes.
4 minutes.
To let everyone go to Steam Pot. So I've got a fish room. I've just expanded my space so I can fit about a dozen more tanks. So I mapped out where everything goes. I bought all the stuff to make the racks, and starting to get ideas about what other fish I'm going to keep. So a lot of my tanks are just overflow because I have so many fish that are breeding. Mostly my African cichlids are, they're holding all the time. They're spitting fries. I need more and more tanks, and then I got to raise them up before I sell them. But there are some other things I want to do. One of my ideas is I want to take freshwater fish and take them as deep into salinity as I can.
Oh.
So like brackish, but like heavy brackish. Like mollies.
Oh, interesting. Well, I've seen mollies in full salt water.
Full salt water.
Yeah. It's bizarre to look at them.
Yeah. It's like a clownfish and a molly swimming together. But I want to play around with that, and I've got those paradise gouramis that I want to play with.
Which are gorgeous.
They're really pretty, so I think I'm going to do those like in a planted tank, and it'll be fun.
Yeah, because your fish room just grew by like 50%.
Yeah. I had
a 50% or 100%.
Yeah, because I had my wife moved a bunch of stuff out for me, so a bunch of junk in the basement, so it'll be fun.
Yeah. Oh my goodness, that's awesome. So I guess it's time to wrap up.
Time to say goodbye.
Thank you guys for coming to this live stream.
Yep.
You are celebrating.
I'm celebrating. Go to my channel. So, and then you'll have a few days. So the video comes out Wednesday for the 1,000 subscriber giveaway. So the instructions are in the video on how to enter to win. Super easy. Just be a subscriber and comment on the video. So, yeah.
And thank you for donating this beautiful tank. So it is lovely. The kids love it. So I'm glad you're able to see it in person.
And then there'll be another tank back there that we'll talk about next time.
Yes, maybe.
Yeah.
Ooh, for the future. That we're not going to talk about today.
Right.
But maybe. Okay. Thank you guys for coming and visiting. So welcome to the fish family. Okay. Thank you guys. So see ya in Bob's stream. I will be listening while grading.
Thanks, Jimmy.
Okay. Bye, guys.
See ya.
Let me turn it off.
Then you always have this little